Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your location. Please join in the struggle to liberate our people from the contraption. Like and share videos. The news update for this Thursday. Crime against humanity. Inter-society wants ICC to prosecute Buhari and his government. Now the International Society for Civil Liberties and Rule of Law, that's Inter-Society, has called upon the International Criminal Court to prosecute President Muhammadu Buhari, that's the jihadist that left office 2 days ago, and those officials that work with him, particularly his vice, Professor Yemi Osinbajo. The group is calling on the Criminal Court, International Criminal Court, to prosecute them for the crime they committed while in office. That is what they're saying. They are calling on the United Nations High Commissioner for Human Rights, Special Rapporteurs, on summary, arbitrary and extrajudicial executions or killings, arbitrary detention, torture, and other inhuman or degrading treatment or punishments, environment and human rights, involuntary or enforced disappearances, and on the right to adequate housing, to commence investigation into the systematic and arbitrary destruction or burning down of civilian houses or homes they said characterized the regime of Buhari. They said, look, the actions of the government that just left was inhuman to the people of the country, Nigerians. In a statement they titled, I quote, "Exit of the most atrocious civilian government in Nigeria. Time for mass atrocities accountability." The group named Governor Nasir El-Rufai of Kaduna State, Nyesom Wike of Rivers State, David Umahi of Ebonyi State, and Governor Hope Uzodinma of Imo State. Yes, these governors earlier mentioned were former governors. There's Nasir, Nyesom Wike, David Umahi. It's only Uzodinma that is still serving at this moment. So they are calling upon this ICC to prosecute these governors alongside with Buhari and Yemi Osinbajo. They said from July 2015 to date, Nigerian security forces comprising the military, police, and East Crack Squads, Department of State Services, and the National Intelligence Agency are the most vicious security establishments in Nigeria since May 1999. The group said in the past 8 years, Nigeria has remained the most ethno-religiously imbalanced, hijacked, radicalized, balkanized, and professionally bastardized civilian political dispensations. He stated that the authorities have watched and refused to act or stop the grisly and the egregious massacre of thousands of defenseless citizens and wanton destruction of tens of thousands of their properties by delegated armed state actors or armed non-state actors in the past 8 years of the Buhari Osinbajo administration. They said all eyes are now on the International Criminal Court, which has severally announced the opening of investigations on Nigeria for possible crimes against humanity or war crimes since 18th November 2010. The group said this is more so when Nigeria has failed woefully to adhere strictly to the principle of complementarity and zero impunity by demonstrating its inability and unwillingness to act domestically to fish out the perpetrators and bring them to account using its domestic justice frameworks. The group added that this well-grounded and timely international call is for the purpose of unmasking the identities of those that killed, abducted, disappeared, arbitrarily arrested, detained and tortured, or burned down or wantonly destroyed homes and other properties, and those that aided, abetted, and omitted to act to stop the killings, abductions, disappearances, and torture, as well as identities of those killed, abducted, tortured, or disappeared, including slain bodies, disappeared untraced. That's what the Inter-Society is saying, calling upon the ICC to come and do the needful for those delegated state actors and non-state actors who have been killing the innocent Nigerians. You talk about the Fulani herdsmen. You talk about the DSS, the military, there's the army, the Air Force. Talk about the police. So what they are doing in the country, particularly during the Buhari regime. So IIC, the inter-society is calling on the IICC to prosecute Buhari, Crîmînàl, and these governors for the sins they committed while in office. And those of them who are still there as the governor of Imo State, particularly those who have left office, there is no immunity now covering these guys. So the ICC should do the needful. The International Criminal Court should prosecute them now. They should invite them. Buhari should be invited. If this International Criminal Court refuses to invite Buhari with the avalanche of atrocity committed by this regime or the past regime, the International Criminal Court is doing disservice to Nigerians. Of course, because Buhari committed atrocity while in office. Crime against humanity. And so we are joining our voice with that of the society to prevail on the International Criminal Court to arrest Buhari now. And Osinbajo, Nasir El-Rufai, and others like Nyesom Wike, they should be arrested now and prosecuted. That is the only way they will prove to Africans that they are indeed for justice for all mankind across the world. That is it. Because this last regime was indeed the most atrocious civilian government in Nigeria, like the interstate have said. So all eyes are on the International Criminal Court now to dispense justice to Nigerians. People have lost their lives from 2015, like interstate have stated, July, till now. The number of people who have lost their lives cannot be, measured. Yes. So Nigerians demand justice from this criminal court, the National Criminal Court, to prosecute these people, so that those people who are now occupying the seat will be deterred. That is it. If they left and nobody checked them, and they didn't account for all these things they did while in office, crime against humanity, we're not asking the ICC to prosecute them for corruption or for all the money they looted, they embezzled, billions of dollars. No. We're asking them for crime against humanity they committed. That is the concern. And that is where the ICC, that is International Criminal Court, comes in. So the intervention is very paramount to deter those who are mounting the podium now from doing such.